From 41 Seaver Way, welcome to the home of the New York Mets. This is Citi Field. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the New York Mets. We're all eager to see if his heroics last time out carry over. He was absolutely dialed in at the plate, Singy.
Dialed in is right, partner. Everything seemed to be going his way. Looking forward to seeing if that same timing and energy carries over in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here. Getting the nod on the mound, Peterson. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one today.
Fought off foul. That one finds the zone. 0-2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
One ball, and that one is in the dirt. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. And time now for the Phillies lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Going 1. Peterson measures 6 feet 6 inches. He features a sinker, a 4-seamer, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. Vientos steps on first for the out. Two down, base is empty. Here comes Bryce Harper. There's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Hey, 0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
1 ball.
Missed inside with the curve. Swings and misses. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in Queens, and today's starting pitcher, PHI-A.Nola. What do we have on him?
Well, this guy's coming off a season where fell short of 200 strikeouts, which is kind of the ultimate for pitchers to get to that level. And it just tells you how nasty his stuff is, but it also leaves a little bit on the table for him to come out this season and make sure that he gets over that number so that he can go into the offseason feeling like I'm in a pretty special group.
Francisco Lindor leading things off and takes a strike. Nola fires. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. And he makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
One down, base is empty. Fastball for a strike.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
Outside low, and that's ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hard hit, right side. He takes it on his own. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting third, right fielder, Juan Soto.
And now it's Juan Soto.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Check swing, called strike. Into the outfield, base hit. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. He's in there.
He's in there. He's safe.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. So up next for New York, Mark Vientos. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
And he deals. Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. And he held up. That one clips the outside corner, and that is strike 2.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and the Mets take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, the strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Runner at first with 2 away. And stepping in for New York, Jeff McNeil. And a foul ball. McNeil went deep in his most recent game. Two outs. That one to first, and that's just foul. And a foul ball, he stays alive. That one misses. Now 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show. Back here at Citi Field, Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Peterson back to work. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Little chopper rolls foul. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Catcher has it, fires to first. In time to get him, one away on the strikeout.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And now it's Alec Bohm. And the first pitch misses for ball one. This to third, and foul ball. One down, Phillies down a run. Foul ball there. In the dirt, and it's 2-2. Hit in the air, left field. Nimmo settles underneath it. And there are 2 outs.
Batting sixth, right fielder,
Max Kepler at the plate. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. That misses the zone. Ball one. That one lifted to left. And that'll do it. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
Nola's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts throughout the year, Boog. He's got multiple seasons with 200-plus Ks and a pitch arsenal that leaves most hitters frustrated as they walk back to the dugout.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Next one in the dirt. And that misses off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
High in the air, out to right. Kepler settles under it and makes the catch. And there's 1 down.
Batting seventh, left fielder.
Here's Brandon Nimmo.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
First pitch, not close. That one fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Acuna tries to hold up, appeal to first. No swing, he held up. Darryl Parker with the call there. The 1-0. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Batting ninth,
And now it's Jose Siri. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Real Muto throws not in time. It's a stolen base.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
No ball, two
He's
strikes.
like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Got him swinging. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Mets 1 and the Phillies nothing. On to the third inning, and now JT Real Muto.
JT Real Muto.
Ball one. Counts 1-0.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Nimmo ranging after it. Puts it away for the out.
Batting 8, second baseman, Edmundo Sosa.
And the batter now, Edmundo Sosa. Right through there for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Backdoored him with the breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
And that is a good eye on a pitch down low. And that's ball one.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that skips into dirt. Next offering is downstairs.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Oh, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
Siri makes the play, and that'll do it. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. And the batter will be the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1.
To the right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Next for the Mets, designated hitter, Jesse Winker.
Here's Jesse Winker. Grounded out his first time. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-2
This
is
guy's
the
got
count.
such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Backed
One
off the
ball,
plate that
2
time.
strikes.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
On the ground, out to short. Sends it across to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Here's Juan Soto. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
This guy's
No
not
ball,
wasting
2
any
strikes.
pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Inside, and he hit
Got
him.
him. First
He had
base.
2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Just
Ball, that's
missed. Soto off of first with 2 away. Swing and a foul out of play.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
There's a swing and a
1 ball,
miss.
2 strikes.
Stays alive. Hit hard on the ground is short. They get
That's
the
an out.
force, and that is that. Mets leave 1, but they still lead it 1-0. Back here in Queens, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Trey Turner. That clips the corner.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
What a stop. Now a jump throw, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single.
Well, that's one of those where you just have to tip your cap because he couldn't have played that one any better. Stood no chance with the speed running down the line.
And now the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. To third. And it gets by him.
Two consecutive base hits for this team. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Here's Harper now. His first at bat was a strikeout. On the ground, could be 2. Lindor, that's 1. Relay to first, double play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 1 so far.
1-0.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. So after the double play, he's trying to pick up his teammate and tie this game. Two outs.
That's a ball.
Hard hit left side. Zips it to first. Schwarber out of the play. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. So it's no runs on 2 base hits. No errors and 1 left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Mets 1 and the Phillies nothing. Back here at Citi Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Jeff McNeil. And a foul ball.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Dives and he can't hang on. Still able to get it there in time. And that's out number 1 on a tough play.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
And now, Francisco Alvarez. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. He's 0 for 1. And that one fouled off. Nimmo in his 9th season, 31 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in the state of Wyoming.
One ball, 2 strikes.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Two down, nobody on. And that's in the dirt. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Schwarber. And makes the grab. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Peterson back to work. Not close with that one, and that is ball 1.
You know, these Phils just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Ripped to short. On to first. 1 up, 1 down. Now batting Max Kepler. Fly to left his first time. In there at the knees for a strike.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
And strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop at it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
To first, and that quickly 2 away. Here comes Real Muto. Fly to left his first time. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So When you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. McNeil gets it to first, and the Phillies are set down in order. Down quickly go the Phillies, and it remains 1-0. We head to the bottom of the fifth, and now it's going to be Luis Angel Acuna.
Luis Angel Acuna.
Oh, he's looking great
0-1's the
so
count.
far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
That clips the corner. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets him.
He's out.
One away on a drop third strike. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. And he went around. That's ruled a swing. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Good job to fight that one off. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. That one
ball,
not close.
2 strikes.
1-2 to count. Next offering misses down and away. On the ground, Turner tosses to first, and there's 2 down.
Now batting shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So the batting order turns over. Here's Francisco Lindor. 0 for 2 in this one. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
On the ground right side. Throws to first in time. That is the inning. Nothing doing for the Mets, but they lead it 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. Digging in, Edmundo Sosa. First pitch misses.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Fair ball. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
All over that one right there. Nice job keeping it fair as he turned on it down the line. And once it got through the infield, it was a double all the way. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Here's the Phillies DH, Weston Wilson. Into center. One away. Trey Turner at the plate. 1 for 2.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
Looks like they want to set up the double play. Intentional walk will make it first and second with one gone. And digging in for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Sosa, the lead runner, out at second. Turner at first. One gone. In for a strike. Good slider.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
And a count 1-2. Ripped to right. Get out of town. He nails one out to right. Home run number 5 on the season, and they tack on 3. It's 3-1.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
One down. Bryce Harper stands in for the Phillies. And that's in for a strike. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Still only one out here in the inning. The other way, Acuna. Tosses to first. Harper retired.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Schwarber at the plate now. That's ball 1.
1-0.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one the other way. Acuna fires over to first. Schwarber out of the play. Out number 3. Phils get 3 on this long ball, and this is now a 3-1 ball game. This is Mets baseball on the show, NYC. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th. Now, Jesse Winker.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. Well, these Mets just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Now that is right fielder.
Here's a big power threat. Juan Soto.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
No swing. Up the middle, Turner. The throw to first. They get the out on Soto.
Now that is
So up next, Mark Vientos. Pop foul out of play off to the right. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Next pitch is downstairs. And that skips in the dirt. And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. 3 up, 3 down that time. 7th inning coming up. It's the Phillies 3 and the Mets 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Reed Garrett on to pitch out of the pen here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
That one outside, and that's ball one. Right through there for a strike. Towards first, Vientos. And he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Max Kepler.
So digging in, Max Kepler. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Big time GM right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Base is empty, one away here in the top half of inning number 7. That one misses in the dirt.
2 strikes.
And a good eye there.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And they'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. On to first, gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. That one's in there, 0-1. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. And they get the out. Nothing doing here this half. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Phillies 3 and the Mets 1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jose Alvarado.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Jeff McNeil stands in.
Second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
There's a strike.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Up the middle, Sosa gets it to first, and one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
And now the catcher comes up to hit, Francisco Alvarez. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Alvarado measures 6 feet 2 inches. He features a sinker, a cutter, and he occasionally uses a curve. One down, base is empty. And that one fouled off. The Phils up by 2 here in the bottom of the 7th. That misses, and the count is 1-2. Right side, hard hit. 2 up, 2 down.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Nimmo stands in now and watches strike 1.
0-1.
And that is out of play. Two outs. Got him! Ricky Holiday with the call. Mets go down quickly. Score holds. It's 3-1. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Garrett back to work. Ripped on the ground to second. McNeil gets it to first. First out in the top of the 8th. The Mets were around 50 years before they had their first no-hitter in franchise history. It was thrown by Johan Santana right here at Citi Field. And now the DH, Weston Wilson. Swing and a ground ball. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it.
And looking back at that Santana no-no, Boog, it's really amazing that he pulled it off against a St. Louis lineup that was absolutely stacked with strong hitters. A memorable night for sure.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Nice stop. And he beats it. He's safe. 2 on, 1 out. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. He's already homered here in this one. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Reed Garrett is done. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Danny Young.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Right side, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home, and he's out.
Well, I get pretty fired up on plays like that, especially as a former outfielder. Textbook, excellent footwork, came up with a nice crow hop, throw on the money to the plate. Man, it doesn't get any better than that. And a nice job as well by the catcher. Handle that throw, put the tag on, and the ball stays in the middle.
And now here is Harper in the dirt, but no advance from the runners. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 1-1. And a big swing and a miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Phillies leave a couple, but they still lead it 3-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Orion Kerkering.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Here's the third baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. Right through there for a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Matt Strahm, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Banks also getting ready.
Ball one.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Kepler sizing this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
The center fielder, Jose Siri.
Next to hit, Jose Siri. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. First pitch misses. The Mets trailing by 2 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And he pumps it a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that one missing low. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. He swings and fouls one off. Two down, nobody on. A sliding stop. The throw. What a play. Inning over. Down in order go the Mets. And they still trail it here 3-1. Back here at Citi Field. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now here is Kyle Schwarber. First pitch swinging, and it's a knock. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Alec Bohm.
And here comes Alec Bohm. 0 for 3 in this one. And that's downstairs. 1-0. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
I got a fun fact for you, Boog. You know that home run apple out in center field isn't the old one from Shea Stadium. That's outside of Citi Field now at Mets Plaza. This one is more than 4 times as large as the old one.
Now at the plate, Max Kepler. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Foul ball. Schwarber over at first with one away. Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. On the ground, 2 ball. Quickly to second for 1. On to first, double play. And that's the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Phillies 3 and the Mets 1. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Matt Strahm.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Inside, just missed. Strom, an all-star a season ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter. And that one ripped to left. Schwarber makes the grab, and a quick out, number one.
Right fielder, Juan Soto.
And now Juan Soto. Swing and a miss, strike one.
0-1's the count.
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Fights it off. He'll see another. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. One down, base is empty. In the air, left side. Schwarber has this one sized up, hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Mark Vientos. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Counts 1-0.
2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the ninth. Swings and misses. That's strike
I got
one.
a ball, 1 strike.
Strom is just 1 strike away. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Great pitchers duel in this one. You get to a certain point where each pitcher is trying to outdo the other, go a little bit deeper into the ball game. And for these pitchers, it really came down to a few key at bats. This was a fun one to watch.